and your name and what you do, and tell us about your book.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. My name is Blake Phelps. I work for the city of Gulf Shores in Mayor Kraft's office, who I think some of you probably got the chance to have him read yesterday. And I work with Mayor Kraft and the city council here at the city and support all of our local businesses and helping them grow and bringing new businesses in to create jobs for all of our families that live here. But also work really closely with Dr. Aiken and the school board, Dr. Harrison and others to help make our schools the best that they can be. So your future is important to all of us, and that's why we're here to make sure that your experience and your schools that you get to enjoy every day are the best that they can be to give you the opportunities in life that you want to achieve anything that you could ever want to achieve. And so that's really what our book is about today. I'm going to be reading Sophia Valdez, Future Prez. And I believe that some of you probably know some of my family that is in the school as well. I've got two nieces that are in school, Avery Lee McClure and Hayden Grace McClure, and also have a close neighbor that I believe might be on today as well, Stone Wilson. So if they're listening, hey Avery and Hayden and Stone, hope y'all are having a good day. And Ms. Weekly, if you'd like, I'll go ahead and get into the book.
Blake, thank you very much.
All right, so the book is called Sophia Valdez, Future Prez. Sophia was a baby who got things done, helping her family before she turned 1. She and Abuelo went out every week to help elderly friends around Blue River Creek who couldn't get out and about on their own, and with no place to gather, were stuck home alone. Raking the leaves, taking pets for a walk, or just dropping by for a treat and a talk, Sophia Valdez did as much as she could for her family and friends and her whole neighborhood. A dreamer, a doer, a real-life go-getter. Most people like good, but Sophia liked better. Each morning, Abuelo walked Sophie to class. They walked home again along Blue River Pass, making plans, munching cookies, Abuelo and girl, except for that Tuesday when Pup saw the squirrel. With a howl, Pup took off, racing all through town, over, under, beneath, and all around. Sophia scrambled to try to keep up with the hollering man and the bellowing Pup. Up the squirrel ran to the top of a hill, made of leftover junk for the local landfill. They reached the tip top of that mountain of trash, which jiggled and broke with an ear-splitting crash. Down they all tumbled and hit with a thud on a moldy old pumpkin surrounded by mud. Ouch, cried Abuelo. He struggled to stand. A dangerous mess, he said, grasping her hand. The next day, Sophia walked to school solo, but it wasn't the same without her Abuelo. This is not right, declared young Sophia, who glared at Mount Trashmore and got an idea. The very next morning, at past dawn, she planted a sign at the front of her lawn. She stood back and smiled, and Pup gave a bark. Get rid of Mount Trashmore. Let's build a new park. Each of her neighbors had something to say about benches and fountains and places to play. Meeting spots, gardens, a basket for bees, a rubber duck pond, and a kiosk for cheese. She drew every thought on her map of the park, which was perfectly perfect by a quarter till dark. She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then, bam, she woke up when a thought smacked her head. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors had said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sophia could build it alone, but how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache as a night thunder growled and she lay wide awake. Then dawn brought a storm and the gloomy sky wept, and the heart-sick Sophia finally slept. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophie got up. He gave her a bagful and sneaked one to Pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged Sophia. For courage, he whispered, Te amo, mi vida. Sophia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courageous at all, Sophia Valdez went to face City Hall. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue River Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the Office of Duck Ponds and Cool Things to Do, to the Office of Monkeys, the Department of Cheese, the Division of Fountains and Meetings and Bees, then down to the basement, so musty and cramped, where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped. And that's where the clerk said what no one else did. You can't build a new park. You're only a kid. The word smacked Sophia deep down in her heart. Her plan was kiboshed before it could start. I think, said Sophia, I think that law is wrong. But her second grade voice didn't sound very strong. The clerk said, clearly it cannot be done. Do you have any questions? Sophia said one. If you were me and I was you, and he was your grandpa, what would you do? Well, said the clerk. Then she said nothing at all. She thought and she thought. Then she sent out a call to every employee throughout City Hall. The entire government of Blue Creek crammed into the office to hear Sophie speak, but her words jumbled up and her cheeks turned bright red as a dozen emotions rushed into her head. Her heart beat so loudly she thought it would crack. The crowd leaned in closer. Sophia leaned back. Then her arm brushed the edge of the old cookie sack. And that was the moment when Sophie first knew being brave means doing the thing you must do. Though her heart cracks with fear, though you're just in grade 2. She took a deep breath, looked the mayor in the eye. And though her knees wobbled, she held her head high. Sophia started talking. She spelled out her plan and why it all mattered and how it began. And once she got rolling, she had lots to say about meeting spots, monkeys, and places to play, and other ideas for things they could do to help the town elders and other folks too. She had thoughts on the library, thoughts on the zoo, and perhaps a way to combine the two. And all right, cried the mayor, go start a petition. If the town wants a new park, we'll form a commission. And so young Sophia got right to work with some help from her family and Pup and the clerk. Then others joined in, not all but a few, like Miss Leela Greer and the kids in grade 2. There were hearings and surveys and taxes to figure, then bulldozers, cranes, and a blue bigger digger. They all built that park, and that's how it got done, with the work of, by, and for everyone. But it began with the dream of one person, just one, who laced up her shoes and then led the way to help Blue River Creek get a new place to play. Now every evening till long after dark, the town comes together at Citizens Park. They all hold this truth to be self-evident, that Sophia Valdez could grow up to be president. Until then, Sophia, that real life go-getter, helps Blue River Creek get better and better. And that is Sophia Valdez, future pres.
That's awesome. Miss Altmeyer, do you want to get a picture of that real quick?
I think I did, but let me get another one just to make sure, okay? Move that, there we go. 1, 2, perfect. That was so good. I love that quote, being brave means doing the thing you must do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna have a little Q&A, and they'll send you messages through the chat if they have any
Okay.
questions. Ms. Musgrave, do you have a question? Did I see that earlier?
I know she wrote "Love this book" up there
She did.
when you started it.
Almost questions, not quite.
What did I like to do as a kid? Wow, now they're coming in.
Yeah, it takes a minute. Sorry about that.
All right. So what did I like to do as a kid? Ms. Altmeyer asked that question. I was always somebody that liked to be outside. I played sports a lot growing up, just always gravitated towards something with a ball. It didn't matter what it was. It could be baseball, basketball, football, ping pong, did not matter. That's what I really enjoyed, and was just being outside, being with my friends, and enjoying, being with them and competing. So that's what I loved to do as a kid growing up. Several questions about what my favorite color is. I'm sure no one could guess this, but blue. I'm very, very simple. Blue is my favorite color, always has been, and is now apparently becoming my son's favorite color as well, which is kind of cool. My favorite book, I'll choose one that I think probably relates to your week that you're having this week, and it's actually I think the book that Mayor Kraft read, and it's oh, the Places You'll Go. I just think it's a great message to kids to just know that their dreams can come true, and anything that you want to do, if you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. So that's my favorite book.
Kennedy, come here, baby.
What do I like to do in my free time?
Just sit there.
I don't have a whole lot of free time. I've got a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. Kinley is my daughter. She's 4 years old and she'll be in pre-K next year. And then Fletcher is my son. He's 3 years old and he'll be right behind her the following year. So they're just over 11 months apart. So the free time is not real. Yes, that Miss Weekly, that was kind of our reaction to. Free time doesn't happen a lot in my house, but when we do, we enjoy the beach. We enjoy getting out on the water and just enjoying the place that we live. We all live in such an awesome place.
We are
the best place
very,
on
very
earth.
lucky.
So we really like to get out and just enjoy our city, enjoy the place around us, and the place that we're blessed to live. My favorite sport, baseball. That's been my love. From very, very little, played it all the way through high school and into college, and just it's always been a love of mine. But I also like college football too. I'm a big college football fan.
Did you see that the Gulf Shores Dolphins are 8th in the state?
I sure did.
That's awesome.
They're doing
Going
great.
out tonight to watch them if it doesn't rain.
Fingers crossed. I did not grow up here. I grew up about 3 hours, I guess, northeast of here. In a town called Troy, Alabama. It's about an hour south of Montgomery, which is the capital of Alabama. So that's where I grew up, but I've been here, May will be 10 years. So I've been lucky to move here and raise a family here, and this is now home. So didn't grow up here, but it's home now. One of my favorite movies.
Use it right there.
Let's see. That's a hard one. Have lots of favorite movies, but choosing one is really difficult. I'll choose one of my kids' favorite movies, which I think is kind of cute. It's one called Bolt, about a dog.
Oh, that's cute. Yes.
And that's one that we watch on repeat in our house, and it has become a favorite of mine just because it has to be. But it's a cute movie. So I'll choose Bolt. Where I lived as a child, I lived in Troy, Alabama. And my favorite animal, we have a 4-month-old golden doodle named Cooper that my daughter and son, Kinley and Fletcher, got for Christmas. So if I don't choose Cooper, I'll be in trouble at my house. So Cooper is my favorite animal.
Okay.
I'm not here. Y'all sit down.
All right, have a seat. She's not leaving. They're all kind. Do you have any other questions?
Any other
What is your question?
What's his favorite color?
Well, oh, he said it earlier, blue. I have 5-year-olds in here, so they listen somewhat. She forgot that your favorite color was blue.
That's okay. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink and blue.
I love pink.
But they're very excited. Hey, no, you can't cover them with a book. They're waving. Well, Blake, thank you so much today. We have had so much fun.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast. I hope y'all are having a great week.
Ashley, let me video them barking and meowing. And him
Man, I couldn't hear you.
I said, let me video them barking and meowing. And
Oh, okay, you guys. She wants to video you guys, so you can get back in the camera. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Can she see you? If you can see yourself right here, she can see you. Okay. And the book, call the book. Well, she can see you. She's got really good eyes.
My favorite color is blue.
I like blue too.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are so funny. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Blake. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Your
All right.
own children can watch it. When we get it up on the YouTube channel.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you
y'all
very
so much.
much. Say bye.
Y'all have a great day.